1 5. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The same was in the beginning with God. All things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. And the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not. John 1, verse 25.
Is a man named Mona Joe? Is a man Mona Joe? Is a man Mona Joe? Is a man Mona Joe? Sitting at home when you're in your car. Is a man Mona Joe? No matter if you get far. Is a man Mona Joe? You better tune in quick or you might just miss. Is a man Mona Joe? The best show this side of the sea. Is a man Mona Joe? Is a man named Mona Joe? Is a man Mona Joe? Is a man named Mona Joe? Is a man Mona Joe? Is a man named Mona Joe? Is a man Mona Joe? Is a man.
Well, good morning to everybody. Grand Rising, Grand Rising. This is the MacMan Morning Show. We're back on the air. We're back with a lot of exciting things to talk about this morning. Enjoy yourselves. Sit back. We're back.
The best show this side of the sea. Is a man Mona Joe? Is a man named Mona Joe? Is a man Mona Joe? Is a man named Mona Joe? Is a man Mona Joe? Is a man named Mona Joe? Is a man Mona Joe? Is a man named Mona Joe? Is a man Mona Joe? Is a man named Mona Joe? Is a man Mona Joe? Is a man named Mona Joe? Is a man Mona Joe? Is a man named Mona Joe? Is a man Mona Joe?
Right. Welcome to everybody that's here. This is the MacMan Morning Show. Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising to all of you that are listening, whether near or far. I am back from my trip to South Carolina. I'm back. Interesting trip and interesting developments that are going to be coming out. That will be coming out real soon with the Tyran Dixon case. We were in South Carolina this past weekend. Got there on Thursday and met the Brand family, which we were retained to do the media work for and to handle media services and other things. Great interviews that we got. Also met a lot of wonderful people at Kingdom Reapers Ministries in Columbia, South Carolina. I want to say good morning to the wonderful pastor of that church that welcomed us this past Sunday. A great congregation. Happy anniversary to the wonderful pastor, Pastor Larry, and his wonderful wife. The hospitality that you showed us when we were in your church on Sunday, I'll always remember. And the hospitality that was given wonderful members, wonderful people. On one of my stops during my work there, I went to Barnwell, South Carolina. If you want to call that the scene of the crime, that's where Brother Tyran Dixon, his warrant came out. Young man that has a promising athletic career. like to say good morning to you, Brother Tyron. Talked to him on yesterday. Um, and we're going to put together those programs to everybody that's listening. Hey, good morning to all of you. We're getting our system together. We still don't have access to our files that our streaming service has something. Uh, it's still in our system, but we can't use it. So we're going to take care of that. The Magman Morning Show has been on for almost 2 years, and it's a lot of hard work, and it's a lot of things that go and that are entailed in what we do. And when you're working in a skeleton type of atmosphere, when you got to do most of the work, it falls upon you. I want to talk about something before we go into our headlines. But no, I want to just call the roll right quick. Good morning to Sharon Reed and to Apostle Anthony Reed and to her wonderful father, uh, Deacon Alvin Moore. We're back, Deacon. I'm back to Diane Black and to her wonderful father, to all of you all that are listening at this time. I didn't want you all to get away, but it looks like we've been off the air for a total of 4 days. That wasn't the intent. But when you're, how can I put it? When you're under contract, thank you, Jesus, for a contract. Can y'all say thank you, Jesus, for a contract? Let me tell you why. Never go. I learned this lesson the hard way by offering my media services and the media services and the services of Mac Media 3 Productions. It's a business. Before I got smart and stopped wasting my time or being used and not being compensated. This is a business. Mac Media 3 is a business. I was losing money, revenue, losing time, and it's not a setback, but it's an eye opener. If you're in business, I want to tell you, all of you all that are in business, one, incorporate your business. Two, get all the legal standings together. Three, when someone retains your services, I don't care if it's to shovel the snow, get an agreement first. Thank you, Jesus. First, an agreement lines out and outlines exactly what you provide. Now, it's not when and until people put extra things in that they mess themselves up. I was advised by advisors and different things. James, always have a contract. Well, you know that you can't take people's word and things like, no matter how nice things may look, when you got it on paper, that's the word of the day, get it on paper. You have protections and legal securities within your agreement that people must fulfill the obligation. I'm still on the clock. Penelope, hey, how are you? It's good to see you. Grand rising to everyone. Grand rising. It's so good to hear and to see y'all. I apologize for I ain't been on the air in 4 days of our regular schedule. I have not been on the air. And that will never happen again. I was prepared. I had all of my equipment, and the StreamYard knocked us out. I was at the rally doing live broadcast, and it just stopped. And I had a fit. I said, okay, had to make up for it. So, I always got to have a rabbit out of a hat. I had to do something. And I've completed my work thus far. And let me tell you all something about this thing called business. We as Black people, I'm going to say it and I mean it. We as Black people have to start doing business in the way that we're supposed to. Legally, have you an agreement? It's easy to do. Put it together. Get everything on paper and you won't have a problem. The problem comes in when you have no agreement and you try to present your argument and you got no proof of whatever. You can't just say, well, I just work for him. Well, do you have a contract? But no, I ain't gonna. Well, you ain't got no grounds to stand on. That's just lost time, lost everything. Oh, but when you have a contract, you got standing, and especially when you do the job that you're supposed to do, uh, always have a contract. Let's talk about the news right quick. I want to get this news. Let me say right now to all of you, we're in the midst of a dangerous hurricane. I think it's called Melissa, that's hitting Jamaica and the Caribbean right about now. Please pray for your relatives. Please pray for the people there. It's really messed up. The reports that have been broadcast so far have shown substantial damage. I haven't heard of any fatalities or anything like that. Jamaica is a country. They have the resources, but they're going to need some international help. Please, folks, use the right way to give your donations and your help. I don't know whether the Red Cross or anything or anybody is doing anything, but we'll have that information as we receive it, and we will get it out to you. MagMan After Dark is getting ready to happen real soon, and I still have an obligation. I got to put together the report that I have, and there's some other things, and election time is right around the corner here in this region and in the state of Mississippi on the 4th of November. Now, to all of the candidates, our system, we're working on a new system, and it will be up. Everything has been preserved, and I will make all of the adjustments necessary to our ads. I also would like to let you all know that it is my responsibility to make sure that Magmedia 3 Production is doing what we set out to do. It's not an easy job, but then it's not hard either, as we do what we do each and every day. So back to the news of sorts. We're right now still in the government shutdown. I have no idea what's going on with the Speaker of the House, who refuses to allow the members of the Republican Party to come back and straighten the situation out. They're afraid because they know that the Epstein files are active. They know that there's a lot of things that are going to be revealed that he does not demand with the orange hair is doing some terrible damage. Let's look at the food stamp situation. SNAP benefits will not, they said that they will dry up on November the 1st. This money has already been allotted for the end of the year. Why are they not distributing it? I have no idea. The orange man is up there laughing at all of us, and he's trying his best to cause a situation to happen in this country, knowing that if we can't feed ourselves, we got too many people, that black and white, that receive SNAP benefits. And they're senior citizens. They're people that are really desperately in need, that need these services, and they're not available. And the president is up there tearing up the White House, building concrete clubs and big ballrooms at millions and millions, hundreds of millions of dollars, bailing out countries that we have no reason to bail out, when our farmers in Mississippi are suffering. They can't even sell a soybean because they have no market. The market that they had, which was with China, has dried up because of the tariffs. All tariffs that come, anybody that bring goods here and got a tariff, we got to pay for it. See, he didn't tell you that because he don't know anything himself. Every time that these distributors and people from overseas bring goods over here, there's a tariff that has to be paid by the receiving end, which is what? The United States, your cars. your whatever that comes from another country that's shipped here has a tariff on it. And if Mr. Orange Man is mad at you long enough, he's going to put a tariff on it. For why, I don't know. That's not my business. I have no idea why. But it is really causing a real mess around the country. I've heard from many of you about your concerns, Mr. Mack. We're not going to have food, or the Christmas holiday and Thanksgiving is right around the corner, and people are gearing up to try to help. There are organizations and people in churches that are trying to get together and help alleviate some of the pain that's going to be happening. So that trip to Black Friday, you might not be able to make it because you got to either select food or thank you, Penelope. I'm going to put this up right quick because you just did. Penelope has some interesting. Can you tell us about, in the chat, can you tell us about what this 211.org is? And I can explain further to everybody, or if you like to type it, I'll put it on the screen. Penelope is one of our, leading moderator. So we have work to do. And if you can explain, and I'll put it out. There are several organizations for government workers that, and according to, which I think Penelope is in some sort of government service. I'm not revealing that, but she knows something. 211 helps you find resources in your community. 211.org. I'm going to put it up. If you need resources, in your community, go to this website, 211.org. And there's another one that she has here. Thank you very much. Find help. .org. These organizations will help you hopefully navigate through these tough times. Do I have an answer? I'd rather for you all to be at work. If that's the case, I'd rather for you to be at work and doing the things that you do. The food pantries and resources are running out of resources in a lot of places. And according to Penelope, which I'm really grateful for, she said you can find free or reduced cost resources like food, housing, financial assistance, healthcare, and more. With the crisis that's going on in our country, and the country is closed down, there are a lot of things that we're not going to have access to. Now, in addition to the SNAP benefits, all other benefits will come. We don't see any delay in Social Security or anything like that. Those are totally different systems. But those of you that are on Section 8 or any kind of government assistance and you need some help, please go to these sites and you can find the help that hopefully you can need. I know that we're limited in what we're doing, but I'm going to do everything that I can possible with this, with the platform that we have to inform you on what's going on. Brother Lee Mack, I'm unable to get him on here because of the StreamYard situation. We're really pressed, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. We're going to get everything together, and he is around, so don't y'all get nervous. We're working on a skeleton broadcast because of the situation, and it will be alleviated soon. We pray. Also, for all of you all that it's over 800,000 people in government service that are out of jobs right now. They're either furloughed, or fired. We're praying, and I wish we could do something, but I haven't. When your hands are, you don't know what to do, and you try to get the information. The only thing I can do is put the information out there so that you could receive it. Now, Brother Mac, what are you saying? I'm saying prepare yourself for some hard times, folks. and some difficulties that are going to go along, because if these benefits are not given to people, uh, and we got these holidays and different things like that, it's going to be, somebody said, and I'm going to advise everybody, and listen to me real good if you can, please. Uh, don't do, don't give these people an opportunity to arrest you or whatever, or doing something you have no business doing. These people are out here trying to create martial law for the orange man. Let's just tell the truth. He wants oil from Venezuela. That's why he's attacking the Venezuelans, because there's over 300 and over 300, I think it's million barrels or billion barrels of oil over there. They got the largest oil reserve in the world. And Trump wanted, and his minions, they want that oil. They want that oil. There's another resource that you all can use. Penelope, keep it coming, and I'll continue to display them, and I'll go over them as we continue. Local food banks and different places are stretched to the limit, but there are churches and there are places. If you know of any other resources, for those of you that are listening to me, go to macmedia3@gmail.com. Send me some information. I will disseminate it. And while I'm waiting for those things to come in, I will do my due diligence by helping and seeing the resources that are available for the people that are in this region or wherever you are. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, we got to get off of our tails and vote. And I'm saying this to the people in this region. Elections are coming up. State house elections are coming up. There are other races that are in different parts of the country. Don't forget to vote. Please, if you're not registered to vote, use macmedia3@gmail.com, and we'll get the information for you to register to vote. If we got to send you an application or something or somehow, but you got to be able to vote. Now, being able to vote and voting is two different things. Don't sit at home, folks. Never mind the time of the year or it's an off season. Any election up until this point, until we get that man out of office, is real crucial to us. There are people that are out there that are they're saying and they're doing any and everything, and we're trying to keep up with what's going on and what's happening. The only way that we're ever going to get any relief from this is we got to vote and get these people out of office. You say how? Go vote. Go vote. Go vote. Y'all stand by 1 second. I'll be right back. This is the MacMan Morning Show. Give me a minute, and we're going to we don't have our commercials up, but we do have a intro music, and not just intro music, but intermediate music. Give me a chance. MacMan Morning Show. We'll be right back. Hold on, folks. All right, I'm back. That was just a brief intermission that we had. Let me look and see what I got here. I got some more stuff from Penelope, Catholic Charities. Let me see here. And they should be able to help you with resources. So what I'm going to do, as Penelope gives me information, I'm going to put it out there for you so that you can see. Please get those of you that got the replay, you can take your time. We're going to continue to do this as long as the shutdown is going on. to bring you the resources that you need that will help you in the endeavors that you need to, if we can help in any kind of way. So we're looking at, I mean, it's almost a month of this shutdown, and it's on purpose. And people are being affected all over the country because of it, and it's just terrible. Uh, we got information from California. Uh, they have made a selection. They have made a selection for trying to adjust themselves for the redistricting of the leaders that are going. They're trying to redo the map in California to help alleviate. Listen, folks, get out there and vote. New York City, you have you have an election getting ready to happen. Don't be fooled by what you hear. Do not put a Republican in, please, guys. Y'all know who you're voting for. Um, the federal workers are hurting. Airlines are hurting. Um, it's just really sad at the results of what's going on. So we're going to be dedicating our shows up until November the 4th to helping you to understand why we need to get the vote out. There are some people that are going to be coming on that'll be encouraging you. Please, folks, do not, there's nothing, the only thing we can do to stop this person is vote them out. That is the word of the day. Vote them out. Vote them out. Vote them out. You got to get off your tail and vote. You got to register. Please don't sit back and allow this person, knowing that we have the within our hands to go into the polling place and pull a lever or scratch or write or whatever the case may be to make sure that we make the change. We got to do something. You know that if Barack Obama was in office, he would be hanging right by now, not hanging physically, I hope not, but he would be in jail, incarcerated for what they're doing. Now you say, Brother Mac, why are you saying this? Why are we so involved with the Mexicans? Why are we so worried about this? This is just a prelude of what he's trying to do to test the country out to see if he can stay in office. How is he going to stay into office, Mr. Mack? I'm glad you asked me. Martial law is next. Before the midterm elections, if things go, especially if Congress convenes again, I don't know when they will, and they ask for the Epstein files, which they're going to do, truly the beginning of the end. He knows he's there. He knows what's in there. That's why they went to Elaine Maxwell and offered her all kind of goodies, put her in, she's at the country club prison. She gets great, they say she had visitors and all kinds of stuff. She can walk around that. This is a sex offender, trafficker, raper, and all those other things. Diabolical woman that brought those children to that monster. She's the ringleader, one of the ringleaders, and you put her in Club Med jail where she can sit around, receive great food and arts and crafts and rehabilitation for rich folks. See, there are two sets of jails. Parchment is for poor people. Parchment prison and these other prisons in your jail, your county jail, that's for poor people. They have specially designed places for people that they like to send white collar crimes to. Now, if you're going to let that Elaine Maxwell be a part of how can I put it? If you let Elaine Maxwell, who's a convicted sex trafficker and sex abuser of children, go to Club Med, you might as well let R. Kelly and P. Diddy join her. But as you see, they did not send R. Kelly he's a celebrity, more celebrity than anything, high profile. They didn't send him to Club Med prison. I don't know what he's sending Diddy. I mean, but it's two sets of justices. It has to stop, folks. And how is it going to stop? It's going to stop with us going to the polling place. You can talk all activism all you want to. You can say and do what you want to. But when it's all said and done, out of all of our hollering, out of all of our screaming, out of all the thing, I don't really care about the files. He does. That's why the government. Hey, Diane Black is here, the next state senator from District 19 in the state of Mississippi. Diane, I'm rooting for you. I tried to get in touch with you. I got to talk to you for a second. I got some info and some information that I need to pass to you. So I'll call you after the show. But like you said, Penelope, do we really care? I don't care. Um, and that's a harsh direction to take. It's right now 30 minutes after the hour of 9 o'clock in the AM in the Central Time Zone. This is the McMahon Morning Show, our regular show that we have each and every weekday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. That's 10 o'clock on the East Coast, 10 a.m. on the East Coast. That's right here at Mac Media 3, Mac Media 3 Productions. Great grand rising to WRFU 104.5 on your FM dial in Champaign, Illinois, and also WKRA 92.7 FM in Holly Springs, Mississippi. All of those listeners, we're glad to have you with us, and please be safe on your journeys. It's wet outside in our region. We got quite a bit of effect from the weather down in the Caribbean, as we were stating earlier. There is a Category 5 hurricane that is hitting Jamaica right now, and we're praying for those that are there that could not get off the island. There are some people there in the resorts and different places that couldn't get out of there before the airports closed. Nothing is moving there. So pray for those people's lives, that God will spare them and that he will help that country that's gone through so much. Even Haiti and our neighbors in Puerto Rico, which is a part of the United States, is the territory of the United States. We got brothers and sisters there, and there are no resources there. Look at Haiti, what they did to Haiti. Look at how they just dogging all of the communities and countries that are that have black people in them. Who's going to suffer in these countries? The poor people. We think we got it bad. They really got it bad there when you got no running water, you got flood going on, you got disease, you got wildlife of all kinds that's around there, that snakes and all kinds of things, this and disease and things. Children, people are running hungry, need water and food. And we live here like we have no tomorrow. We live here like we're not going to help. I know they're in other countries, but if you can get a prayer through, pray for those people. And then if you can help in any kind of way, go to legitimate places that receive help, that if you could help the people of the country of Jamaica. And there are a lot of us here in America that have family that's there, and some people that come from that region. And Miss McDonald from McDonald's Insurance Company, even though I know of her family's from down there in the Caribbean, and we're praying for all of you that got relatives and friends and people that you love in those affected areas. And it's really serious, folks. So we're praying for them. This is the season they cut the FEMA help and the FEMA funding. So if a tornado, if something seriously happens here, we don't know. And with the government shutdown, we don't, and we're right smack into her. This is a Category 5. And after it moves from there, it's going to move inward north. We're going to get some effects from it. I'm not a weatherman. I don't know. Please tune into the weather and find out what's really going on and what's really happening with our brothers and sisters in the Caribbean. A lot of y'all go down there and vacation and different things, but it's a lot worse than what you see. It's a lot worse than what you're seeing, and the reports are coming in. Locally, let's talk locally a little bit. I didn't want to forget this story, but this is real interesting because The mayor of the great city of Holly Springs, the former mayor, has been found liable in a lawsuit filed by her administrative assistant that was wrongfully brought up on some kind of charges, fake charges, and found to be exonerated. But this person that filed the charges, Mayor Gibson at that time filed those charges against this person, was held liable for the mix-up. Let me tell you what I mean by this. Holly Springs has a utility company that runs the water and electricity. When the storms come through, it's the city's responsibility, because they own the utility company, is to service the customers, and they have not been serviced. There's been some allegedly, there's some mismanagement and some other things that were going on with this previous administration that has come home to haunt Holly Springs, Mississippi, which needs help. Mississippi needs help, and we don't need people that look like us destroying us, whatever it is. I don't understand it, folks. Maybe it's greed, or it's something inside of people that they have to steal, rob, be conniving, and everything against people that need electricity. You need your services. If the grid goes down now, who's going to be responsible for the people of Holly Springs? That's what local government does. That's when you have local state government is for, to advocate and to speak up and to do something about the situations of their constituents. But there's a lot of games going on. There's a lot of foolishness that's going on, especially in the party that I'm affiliated with. It's a lot of foolishness going on. I want to state, but I don't want to, because the outcome is going to be what the outcome is going to be. But let me serve notice on my brothers and sisters in and working for the Democratic Party. You're going to lose a large number of your voters. You're going to lose a large number of people that have voted Democrat and really, really sincerely want something to happen. You're going to lose those people because of the message that you all do not have. I have not, in the years that I've known anything about broadcasting or being a reporter, broadcast reporter, have I seen the antics of such a political party other than in Chicago. The dysfunction that I see. And what I mean by that is there are certain people that are running things. You put your money on the wrong horse. The candidates that you choose, you haven't hit the streets to find out who's effective. You just threw somebody up there. And people are saying right now, I'll vote Republican or I won't vote at all. I'm bringing it from the streets. There are organizations that are out there that's trying to get the vote out. They cannot show partiality to anybody. And I'm speaking about the NAACP as a nonpartisan organization that's trying to get the vote out, and they have to give you your choices. Somebody complained and said they got 70% of the last primary vote. They got 70% of the vote. And I told them that they didn't have 70% of the vote. You don't have any of the, I mean, if you can't go past the threshold of the last Democratic challenger that won, if there are no new votes, no new numbers, the numbers have to be fresh. They have to be new. They have to exceed where, or they should be trying to exceed where your last victories were, major victories were. Now, if you're dragging on some things and somebody just so happened to pick you or whatever, you got to be ready to go hit the ground running on day one. On day one. But the Selections Democratic Party that you have out there is not what the people wanted. Why are you trying to force down the throats of the people somebody they don't want? And the persons that you should have out there, y'all don't want them. I'm going to say it again for all of y'all that's out there, and even in the bushes that y'all listening, y'all are listening to me. I hope you're listening to me. On the street, they do not like your selection that some of you all have picked in the Democratic Party to run for office. Without saying who the complaint is about, put it together yourself. You can't have an arrogant attitude and a snobbish attitude and thinking people are going to work for you, Democratic Party, and you don't pay them. The Republicans are paying $35 an hour, $35 per hour to canvass for their candidates. Y'all won't even pay people a measly $20. Y'all holding all of the $600,000 that the National Democratic Party has sent here for these elections, for Mississippi's local and statewide elections, meaning the state reps and the states, the mayors, aldermen, those that are running and are nominees of the party. They sent $600,000. The chairman of the Democratic Party, the National Democratic Party, in a press briefing that I have privy to be a part of, said we sent Mississippi $600,000 to help its candidates, the nominees, to help them along the way. Brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, it's a stinking cat on the line. If they spent $600,000, I did, and I ain't got it. I ain't seen $600,000. Who did they give it to? Who can we get an accounting from? Because here where we are and here where I am in this area, nobody asked us, did we want a candidate such and so or such and so. Diane Black was always my choice. Justin Crosby was always my choice. Reginald Jackson is my choice. That's the nominees. They're nominees. They're nominees. I'm going to say it again. They're nominees. That money was for them. How much of it have you spent? Why won't you help the candidates that need help? Why y'all sabotaging the efforts of people that's trying to get the vote out? I'm talking to the Democrats. I'm not even talking to the Republicans. They had nothing to do with this. You look like Keystone. You look like the Three Stooges. We look like a comedy. We're not serious about getting a candidate in. Y'all not serious about winning these races. Because if you were serious about winning the races, you would get the right candidate. I'm going to say it again. Just because these people are your buddies, your friends, or whatever the case may be, they does not mean that the people want them or are they qualified. All politics is local. All politics is local. If we can't get the local races, how are we going to? Now, Horn Lake, Mississippi over here, they just did a sweep of the council. That doesn't mean anything if you can't govern. I like to say hey to my alderman, Alderman Smith, and to Alderwoman Johnson, people that I know real well. You know, you got to listen to the people. Don't get into a position you think you're a dictator. Don't be like the orange man up there. And some of y'all got these narcissistic attitudes and personalities. If you know you're not qualified for the job, why are you going out there and wasting time? They put all this money. I'm just going to say this, and they know who I'm talking about. You put all this money out here for one candidate. Didn't tell us, didn't inform us on what was going on. I'm talking about the grassroots people and the people that are in the independent media that can help you. Nobody said that this was a mandate, that this was an opportunity for another seat to be held. Nobody told us the importance. See, that's the miscommunication to the electorate. If we had an idea of what was going on, maybe things would turn out a little bit better. But you're not going to ram and force down the people's throat your folks. You can't tell me who to vote. You can't force it down my throat that I got to because you picked that person. I'm talking about the Democratic Party now. It's a whole nother strange benefit. If you don't have ground truth, Diane Black, I want to compliment you. One, you have 51 people out there on the street for you. Diane gonna win if she stick with her folks and stick with your plan. Diane is working. Do you hear me? 50 people on the street for her. Thank you, Jesus, and I'm happy. Congratulations to her group and Ms. Anderson, Pastor Brenda Anderson, Living Word Ministries Incorporated, and Ministries and Outreach Center with the outreach of the people. She asked the people that she reached out, "Would you help me?" They got 51 people that came out there, and Ms. Black taking care of them. You can't be cheap and asking people in these races to go to. You can't put two people on the street and call that canvassing. You ain't gonna get nowhere. You're not getting anywhere. We had that woman had 51 people on the streets this past weekend. Pastor Anderson and Representative McCray had them out there working. 8,000 doors they knocked on. If you don't believe me, you check the stats, Democratic Party. Y'all put the information out there. Y'all did it. I'm on you because I am sick and tired of saying I support a party that don't support the people. Y'all behind the scenes doing all this dirt and all this conniving and all this backroom deals that y'all are doing at the cost and the expense of the people. You're going to lose. I am sick of losing. Democratic Party, I'm sick of losing. I'm sick of waking up an election or waking up the day after the election to see that they slaughtered y'all. They drug y'all through the mud. No campaigning, no nothing. You just think people are supposed to vote for you because of you, who you are. The persons here. They're not out there doing anything. What have you done for the community? Don't run for office if you ain't did nothing for the community before you ran for office. If you're not a community advocate, stay off of the campaign trail. People hungry. People are destitute. Don't know what they're going to do. Don't know how they're going to pay their mortgage or their bills. And y'all bull jabbing around with these funky candidates that can't win. Y'all put your money on the wrong horse this time, and it's going to come out. It's going to come out. If I can't talk to my own folks out there, I don't need to talk to anybody. Y'all screwing up. Right before a week before the election, y'all screwing up. Diane Hanks, stick to your guns, sister. You're going to win this race. But there are some people that don't want you to win. Well, let me say what I want to. I'm going to say what I want to say. This is the Mac Man Morning Show. I'm back, y'all. I try to tell y'all I'm back. I'm dealing with craziness and foolishness, but I'm back. Nobody's going to be taking this garbage. If I'm wrong, prove me wrong. Come on the air and prove me wrong. If what I said today was wrong, false information or whatever, come on my show, this show. I'll open up the microphone for you and you tell me why. You picked the person that could not win on purpose. Y'all put this money behind this person on purpose. On purpose. Because you knew this person ain't going to win. Diane, you gonna win. Watch and see what I tell you. Reggie, you gonna win. Watch and see what's gonna happen. Cause y'all not playing them games that they playing. This election is too serious for y'all to be playing. And when you got your hand in your head and you're looking stupid on election night, don't say I didn't tell you so. But it can be changed. Things can happen. Get on your candidates' butts and tell them to get their ass out their cars and get to knocking on a door. Be like Mr. Crosby. Go to the places that you need to go to and see your constituents and act like you got some sense and you're not all above people and that your dookie don't stink. You arrogant. They know who I'm talking about. They don't want you. And y'all slip this person in and just want these people to vote for them just because you said so. Bad news for you all. Get it together. Stop giving people these rinky-dink old candidates. I don't care how much money they raise for you. I don't care what they done for you. You don't owe them nothing. Don't put an unqualified person in these positions. You're not going to do nothing about Medicare. That's a federal program. You're not going to stop the tax plan, not one person. You're not going to stop the big, beautiful bill of what's going to happen. You're not going to stop them people down in Jackson to doing what they're doing. You're not going to stop them because you don't know what to do. You have nothing to do with health care, nothing to do with Medicaid. It's getting them Republicans out of there and anybody like them. That's the key. Make that the key. You tell me, ooh, we're going to make Medicare better. You're a lie. You're not going to do it because you don't have the votes to do it. We're going to stop them from this and that. You lie because they got a super majority and it looks like they're going to keep it because the candidates that when Diane Black and Mr. Jackson going and Mr. Crosby's going to go, I believe that. But I don't know about any, I can't speak about anybody else. I don't know anything else about anybody else. But what I do see out there on the street, they came to an area, Brother Jackson, they came to an area that ain't even their area and put his stuff on our door. On my door. You know, but this ain't our candidate. Why y'all over here? All out the district. Get you a map. Know where your boundaries are. Good money after bad. You paid these people to come over here and bring misinformation. And you hand these people this thing and say, this is the person you vote for. They go to, and the person that don't know, go in there and trying to vote for somebody, Mr. Jackson specifically, and find out they can't vote for him because they're not in his district. Y'all did that on purpose. Y'all did that on purpose. That's low down. I knew y'all was up to something. I couldn't quite put my finger on it. But when I got the information, oh, I'm the best at what I do. When I got the information, now there's some things I ain't gonna tell you. It ain't time. Oh, wait until this election is over. Wait until this election is over. And we do the quarterbacking. And the words that I've said at 9:51 a.m. on the McMahon Morning Show is going to come to pass. See, there's some forces that tried to keep us off the air. In addition to the foolishness that I went through, there are people that are trying to keep me silent, and you know that's the wrong thing to do. You'll never be able to do it. Keep playing with me. I'm going to show you. I guarantee you. We're going to get the word out. It is very important, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters. We're in a constitutional crisis, and they playing with our lives. Democratic Party, stop playing with our lives. I'm going to say it again. Democratic Party, stop playing with our lives and get us some candidates that we can get behind and stop all this backroom dealing and all this backroom foolishness that you're doing. I'm a Democrat and I'm telling you to your face, what you're doing is wrong. Prove me wrong. If what I said is not right, prove it wrong. You're invited. Anybody is invited to the McMahon Morning Show. I'll put you on. And I'll put you on wide open. And you tell me what I said was wrong because I do my homework and my research very, very well. The candidates that the Democratic Party has picked, the ones that they had picked, they don't want them. Don't be surprised when the Republican win these races that y'all think y'all gonna win. Y'all don't know the numbers. You don't know where the voters are. You won't ask anybody that knows. I know we know where the votes are. Go to the people that know where the votes are. Get your votes first. Get your votes. Go where your voters are first. I got another candidate that's going to win. I got some surprises for y'all. Priscilla Teal is going to win this senatorial campaign. Y'all got the wrong ones, Mr. Thompson. You got the wrong candidate. You might be mad at me after this. It doesn't matter. You can be mad. I know you. Y'all got the wrong candidate. You got the wrong candidate. I'd like to have a candidates forum and a debate on the McMahon Morning Show with the two contenders for the Democratic Party nomination for Senate. I'm putting the invitations out to Mr. Colon and to Miss Teal. These are the people that are in the prime spots of the contest for Senate that's coming up. The primary is in March for the nomination. Before that time, we're going to have an open forum here, not an open forum with the folks, but we're going to have like a little debate between these. Can't tell us what you're going to do. What's up? What's happening? Why should we vote for you? That's what I want to know. Why should I vote for you? Why do you get my precious vote that I'm fighting for right now to hold on to? Why should I give it to you? Not because you know this person, that person, you may even know me. Me and you might have sat down and had dinner, had a drink, something, I don't know, whatever, but that don't mean that you're qualified. So we're going to see where the end's going to be. I'm going to invite those candidates on, open invitation to them to come on and tell us what you're going to do. You Republican or Democrat, you go, come on, let me see what you're talking about. Okay, because we could be fools, folks. I'm not telling you who to vote for, but I'm telling you that the selections that they have, I don't like. Not just me don't like them. It's a whole lot of folks that don't like the selections that's out there. And if you think that you got the majority vote the last time, you didn't get anything. You can't get 70% out of something that ain't there. 80% or whatever, 90 or whatever. I don't know, something, whatever the case may be. This is a new lineup, a new strategy for this district. Nobody told us anything. Nobody gave us any information whatsoever that it was important to our people to get this seat, these seats that they got out. They got several. And without communication, how will we go forward if we don't know anything about them? I'm going to leave that alone right now and just let you know that what you're doing, we already know what you're doing. And your candidates are not acceptable. You got the wrong candidates in some of these races. You can't fix what you already done messed up. Y'all done put all this money behind these people that can't win nothing. Y'all all put this money behind. I'd like to know how much. I think I need to dig up some financial disclosure forms and see who got the money. I'm a reporter. Y'all done fooled around with the reporter, and we're not going down for this. So I'm going to pull all the financial disclosure records as public knowledge, and I'm going to see what's what and where this, who giving what and stopping what. I want to see. You can't do too much, you got to have the proof. You got to have the proof. All right. Good morning, Grand Rising to all of you. This is the MacMan Morning Show at 9:57. Tomorrow, our system, and according to an email that I've gotten, our system should be up. StreamYard has told us that they were going to put it up. But thank you all for sticking with us. I'm not going to stop broadcasting. I'm not going to stop the MacMan Morning Show because of a delay or some trouble. I'm going to continue. If I would have quit, I wouldn't have the opportunities that are afforded to me on this morning. I wouldn't be here. So I'm not giving up. I'm not throwing in the towel. I'm here. Mag Media 3 is a business. It is the business that God gave unto me to be the steward. And I'm going to do just what he says do. I ain't got time to be fooling with these old folks and their foolishness and craziness. I don't have time for it. And you don't have time for it either. This is the MacMan Morning Show. I'm going to, we have no controls as of now, but they can say what they want about us. We're going to be fine. Please, please, please. I'm going to have sample ballots in for most of the races that we're going for, and I'm going to put them out on our page and on our website and on wherever you get our broadcast from, so that you can see. And we're going to have that information out for you on the MacMan Morning Show page. On our staff has it on Facebook. You can leave your comments or suggestions or what have you there. And we're going to continue to look into the candidacies of these people that you're going to be voting for real soon. I'm very disappointed because of the misinformation that was given to the residents of these areas. And they're really upset about it because they felt like they've been lied to. I'm not a representative of the Democratic Party. I don't work for them. I'm not a representative agent or anything. They're not paying me or anything like that. No party is doing it, and I don't represent them. I'm under no contract with them. All I'm saying as a broadcaster, as a public service and a news reporter and broadcaster, that these things are going on. You're not going to get this in the mainstream news, and we're going to go and look into that deeper. Also, the Tyrann Dixon case that I'm working on presently, for this young man. I talked with him on yesterday, hopefully to try to get him on soon and he can talk to all of you. We're trying to make those arrangements to have him to come on. This story about Mr. Dixon is really heart wrenching because it could be any of us, any of us. I'm going to say it again. It could be any of us, any of us. And you got to hear it from his mouth. I was with his parents and things, but it's better to hear from him. Hi to all of you, everybody that have been waiting and listening to me and waiting. I'm okay. We're back on the air. Our system is coming together, but we're just, we were in a little bit of a problem with this streaming service. We got to do something about this, and it will be rectified. Good morning to all of you once again as we get continue to go forward in this preemptive broadcast that we have. Please remember, MagMan After Dark is going to be starting real soon. We're going to have everything up and going. Please continue to support us. I didn't put the Cash App there, the donation app that we have, but please remember us. That's all I'm going to say on that. If you find it in your heart to support us, please do. Any donation, large or small, is great, will be received and graciously appreciated. And I want to thank all of you for doing what you've done. So please support us as we go. It ain't going to hurt you. You'd be surprised where $1, $5, or $10 will go. And I'm not begging. I'm just asking if you support our media and what we bring to you each and every day. I'm James Mack. I'm your host. It's 10:02 in the morning. We're going to get ready to wrap our day up. I give you my word that we're going to be okay. We just have to get some things going. Penelope, you've been a resource to us this morning. Thank you for helping me, even though, knowing that our system was down, I couldn't get anything. Diane, good morning. I'm going to call you later after the show, and we'll talk. Y'all don't forget District 19. Now, that's a choice that y'all can make. District 19, the new senator that's going to be there. We root for you, Diane. We're in your corner. We love Diane Black, and we're here for you, Senator, to be. And it's going to be fine. Listen, as we get ready to go, remember this, that no matter what happens or what goes on, we still got a fight to continue. And the fight is this. Just stay on the wall. We got to get out and vote. We got to do what we have to do. This week, we got a number of people that are coming to the show. I'm trying to get Senator Jackson to come. We're going to see if we can get Diane and Mr. Crosby back to give their final pushes and wishes for the election, as I'm looking through my notes right now. And there's some other things that we have to do for our candidates. I love everybody that's helping and everybody that's there. I said keep on pushing, because you know something, you can't let things get you down. You can't let people going to do what they want to do. But let me tell you something. The legal system is real if you know what you're doing with it. Get your contract, folks, when you're doing work. You entrepreneurs out there, I don't care if it's a cookie. I don't care if it's a pair of socks. If you're making something and doing a service for somebody, get your contract. Get it on paper. Al told y'all, get it on paper. When you got it on paper, sit back. Because why? They got to defend it. They don't want to pay you. They don't want to do this. They don't want to do that. They got to go by that contract. And especially if you're doing your work. Not that that's me, but you're doing the work. You get paid. Be a professional in your rank. Priscilla Teal, God bless you. And all of you that are helping the next U.S. Senator from the state of Mississippi. That's why I keep trying to tell this party, you got somebody there, not only with a name, but the history and the know-how and knowing how to do what they need to do to be an advocate for the people of the state of Mississippi. And we would have a vote in the Senate when it comes down to impeaching that joker, because you got to impeach him. And we need a vote in the Senate to vote him out. to get him out of there. Send Miss Teal, y'all. I'm gonna be on top of things, and I'm going to be doing what I have to do. This is a real serious time that we're living in. Once again, let me remind all of you that you haven't heard or seen the people of the country, the country of Jamaica is under tremendous storm right now. There's a hurricane of Category 5 that's going over Jamaica right now. If we have to come in with any breaking news, we will. Let me say, stick with the MacMan Morning Show. Those of y'all that stuck with me through the ups, the downs, the ins and the outs, and the things that been going on, and all of the stuff behind the scenes that people try to keep us from broadcasting, you didn't give us nothing but the energy to continue. I'd like to also say to all of you all, just keep the faith. Hold on. We're going to be okay. And things are going to work out. It's right now 6 minutes after the hour of 10. We're going to get ready to move on with our day. This is a brand new week that we're here. Of course, we didn't broadcast on yesterday, but it'll never happen again. Somebody's going to be here to do what needs to be done, even if it's a rerun. But we're on target. We're on top of things. We're getting ready to go full-fledged forward with our election coverage and all of our candidates that need to be out there that you need to hear about. You're going to hear them on this show. And we're going to give them an opportunity to talk to you. And we need you to get out and vote, people. Please get out and vote. I'm begging you to get out there and vote. We need your help in Jackson, Mississippi, in all of the state houses. We need you. You know that there's an election going on. Please make the right choice. Know who you're voting for. Know who you're voting for. I'm James Mack, and I'm here at the MacMan Morning Show each and every weekday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. That's 10 o'clock on the East Coast. Mac Media 3 Productions. Also, WRFU and WKRA are listening, and WKRA has our license until January 2026. We thank you all for being here. Listen, be good to each other. Love somebody. You don't have to be jealous of anybody. All you need to do is trust God. He's got more than enough for us when he gets through blessing other folks. Y'all be good. Thank you for everything that you all have done. Pray for us to get our system together. Send us a donation if you can. We're graciously appreciate it. We're saying Meredith Hammer, congratulations to you, Judge to be is on the ballot. Kiana Belcher is on the ballot. These are the people that are going to be fighting and leading their communities to get them the things that they need. I'm glad to be here. I'm James Mack. I am the host of the MacMan Morning Show right here each and every weekday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, right here on Mac Media 3 Production. Y'all be good. Take care. And I'll see you all on tomorrow.
The best show this side of the sea. It's the MacMan Morning Show. It's the MacMan Morning Show.